Good evening viewers. So today's topic is of class 12 biotechnology and its application. And the subtopic we have chosen today to discuss is interference RNA technology. It is a very latest technique which is used to produce pathogen resistant plants. So it is discovered by Andrew Fire and Craig Mello, and Nobel Prize they have received for discovering this technology in 2006. Then we can see that in the organisms that is Caenorhabditis elegans. In this it is applicable. So we are going to see now what is this Caenorhabditis elegans. Rather, this is a nematode and which is a pathogen to the plants, especially the tobacco plants. So how we have used a technique which is known as RNAi, that is RNA silencing basically, and using this technique we are able to make the GMO. We have made a GMO tobacco, that is GM tobacco, where now this pathogen, this particular helminth cannot infect the tobacco plant. So what is the process behind this? Let's talk about it. So the class is divided into some small portions, like how the formation of RNAi is there, how is the working of gene silencing in nature taking place, and then how we have applied it to produce the pathogen resistant crop, tobacco plant particularly, because it is there in the NCERT. So formation of RNAi is that whenever we have a long stranded, double stranded RNA, it is automatically recognized by an RNase, which is a protein known as dicer, and thus it breaks this long double stranded RNA into small double stranded RNAs. And now in nature, many eukaryotic cells, they are using this mechanism as a self-defense against various types of nucleic acids due to viruses or other helminthes. When infect them, they are able to protect themselves. So this is a very novel process which we are using in biotech. So working of gene silencing can be explained by this flow chart. You can see here that we have made a hypothetical strand which we are considering as a double stranded RNA. Now whenever this will be identified by the dicer, it will break it into smaller pieces, and thus we get siRNA duplex, where Si stands for small interfering RNA duplex. Now what happens? Automatically these siRNA duplex gets associated with argonaute, a protein, and this complex is now known as RISC formation. That is RISC. RISC stands for RNA induced silencing complex. This RISC now going to recognize the messenger's RNAs, which is complementary to the RISC strand, and automatically all the mRNAs wherever in that which is synthesized and not to be expressed, right? So not to be translated. So that is actually recognized by the RISC complex, and it is sliced, it is broken down. Thus mRNA loses its identity and further it cannot be converted or expressed into proteins. So this is silencing of the mRNA. So this method is in nature used for self-defense by many eukaryotic cells, so that we should not have any protein or formation which is of no use, right? So this is now how applicable to the biotechnology. Let's see in this side of the column, where application of RNAi in agriculture has been utilized. What happens is, in this we are targeting helminthes which is present in the soil and infects the tobacco plant, and now we have a nematode resistant plant, that is this nematode name is Melidogyne incognita, right? And what are the steps? We can see here that the GM tobacco is produced using TI plasmid as a vector. The gene of interest is chosen, and which is making the vital protein in the nematode. So that particular gene of interest is picked up and it is now incorporated in the TI plasmid. So what happens? It encodes for vital protein of the nematode, right? So now deliberately, when we have made the tobacco, the GM tobacco, which has a gene coding for a vital protein for the nematode rather. So now this gene codes for both antisense and sense RNA in the GM tobacco plant and forms a double-stranded RNA. And now the story is repeated this side, right? So when the double-stranded RNA is formed, automatically these steps will be followed till here. RISC formation is taking place in the host plant only. And then what happens when the tobacco plant this particular worm is going to infect the tobacco plant, it is going to eat some of the cells of the plant, and automatically this RISC is eaten by the nematode and now inside the gut of the nematode. So what happens? This silences the mRNA of the nematode, which is required for the formation of a very vital protein. And once these vital proteins are not formed or not expressed inside the body of the nematode cannot survive and dies eventually. So this is how we are able to produce the GM tobacco, which is protected from these infectious pathogens, right? And this is all about the system, and there are many other applications of plant biotechnology which we will discuss in the consecutive videos. Thank you.